In this video, I'll be showing another method of streaming Facebook from OBS, streaming your videos on Facebook from OBS. And in this method, you will need a plugin to help with this. It's called Aitum Multistream Plugin. To get that, you need to go to this website, aitum.tv. When you are here, scroll down all the way down and look for this multi-stream plugin. Click on the free download option and it will give you this page, download for free, and the download will begin in a couple of seconds. It doesn't take long, and the download will begin. If it doesn't, then you can click here. So you see it's already done, 3.2 MB. Now I have already downloaded it, so I'm not going to be installing it for now. Once you are done and you open the folder and follow the installation steps all the way to the finish, you will need to restart OBS for the plugin to be available. Now the way you are going to import the plugin is to go to Docs and check Aitum Multistream Plugin. Now it comes with some other docs which I may not be talking about in this video. However, our priority here is for Facebook. It also will allow you to stream on Instagram. This is the same plugin I use for streaming on Instagram, particularly in this section here, this vertical canvas section. That's where we set it up. Now once you have selected this Aitum Multistream, you drag the dock into this lower section, and then also it's important to say that you will not be allowed to stream straight to Facebook unless the primary streaming platform is enabled, which is YouTube. So in other words, you have to stream it to YouTube, and then you can now add a secondary output, which is Facebook and Instagram. So it follows that route. In my own case, these options are here because I have already set them up. In your own case, it might be fresh. So what you need to do is to go to settings, this button here, Aitum Multistream settings, this orange colored one. Select it, and then under general, this is what it will present you with first. You would select main output. Vertical is for maybe Instagram and TikTok. So you select main output, and then you add your output. Now remember, I have already added Facebook before now, so you need to add your primary output, which is YouTube. So you go through that. It's going to ask you to put in your streaming URL and streaming key for YouTube. You do that. Now after you've done that, it will now bring up this layer here, this built-in stream layer here. Then you to now add this other Facebook output. Still come back here into settings, main canvas, and then click on output settings. You choose your output name. In my case, it's Facebook. Server URL is always fixed. What varies is the streaming key. However, in my own case, I selected the persistent key. I'll show you that in the Facebook Live Producer page, so that I don't need to be changing keys all the time. Right? So once you input that here, what the key that you input here, will go and get it from the Facebook producer page. Right? That's where we'll get it. Once you input it here, then you save. Select OK, and you're ready. So once you start streaming on YouTube, you will now be able to start streaming on Facebook. The streaming button is here. So let's go over to Facebook. On Facebook, let's start afresh from our home page. So go to my Facebook page. Now I go to the live video, so I can get to the Facebook producer page. I scroll down to go live. Wait for it to load. So it's waiting to connect. Now you have two options to stream on this Facebook Live producer page. The webcam, which is the one with the virtual camera, and then, but I'm not using that for this. This is the second option you select, streaming software option. When you select this, you will now have the option of getting a streaming key, which you are going to input in that Aitum Multistream output settings that we saw earlier. So you're going to copy this and input there, save, and OK. And this streaming key is variable. If you click on advanced settings, you have the option to select persistent stream key. Now with this one, you can reuse it every time. You don't have to be coming here and be selecting a new streaming key. So it's toggled on amount. If I toggle it off and I end the streaming on Facebook and I come back, if I ask for a stream key, the one generated will be different. But with this toggled on, this streaming key remains constant. Now server URL is always fixed and it has already been imputed in that output. So this is set. I take the key and send it into Aitum plugin of OBS, and then that is done for Facebook. And when I'm ready to go live, I start on YouTube, I go live, manage broadcast, select whatever broadcast it is, and then go live on it. And I'm live on YouTube. I now come here to the Facebook output section and click on live, and automatically when that happens and I come to my Facebook live producer, the streaming automatically begins displaying here. Now it doesn't go live yet. What you now need to do is to go to this create live video section. By now this section will be enabled, it will be green. The next thing you need to do is to complete your post details. When you do that, you can now go live. To complete the post details, you just have to scroll down to the left section, to the right section, tap on what your live video is about, and fill in the title, fill in the description, and then the save button will be enabled. After that is done, the option to go live will now be enabled. In this lower section here, it will turn to blue. So you hit the go live button and then Facebook goes live. Now I did it this afternoon for a recording and the audio was smooth, the video was smooth. Right, so this is another way to stream on Facebook using this plugin with OBS.